All right, welcome to episode 3 of Shred Your Debit Card for tonight. Hopefully, the final episode, and we're gonna let this one run. If it has me on live stream, I'm afraid. I am afraid. Okay, we are talking about. So let's just say you shred your debit card today, and instantly you get mad at this video, you get mad at this advice, and say this doesn't work. I need my debit card. You are going through the shock. You have been shocked. Okay, your reward system has been shocked. You understand, and it hurts. I understand. And guess what? If you go and get your debit card the same day, you reorder it the next day. That's okay. That's okay. You've begun. You have begun the process. It takes a while to get used to this. And so I wanted to give you all a reference of how it goes in the military, which is you have something called workups and deployments. Workups are the training sessions that you do building up to a deployment. A deployment means that you have gone to another duty station without the country or another state where you are going to be focused on a specific mission, whatever that mission may be, and building up to that particular mission that you're going to be gone. So let's just say you're going to be gone on deployment for 6 months or even 6 weeks. You might have to go on a workup for 6 weeks to get this done. And these workups are simply exercises to condition you and get you ready for the big game. So again, going back to our goal of we're going to save up for a down payment or build up for a down payment to to buy a house. You need to do some workups for this exercise to work for you. Because for you, in order for you to spend that year, and this is why we say if you go past a year, hey, you're still okay. Now, if you went 5, we may need to talk. We don't have that kind of time to lose. What, a year and a half? That's okay because you went through the workup phase. Some of us are gonna jump straight into it, and it's gonna be cool. You're gonna like it immediately. Most of us, if not all of us, are gonna hate this process, but it will work. Give it a try. Now, let's just say you went and ordered your debit card the next day. Hey, give it a week or two before trying it again. Give it a week or two and then try it again. Then when you get it this time, let's just say you made it 2 weeks with the debit card cut off, and then you decide to break and you decide to get your card. Fine, get your card, go play, go have a good time, go shoot pool, go do whatever it is you do to release your mind, and then come back and try it again. And what you'll find is that when you start to see the progress of it taking place, because for one, you can see the transactions in your account. We all know how things go where, the pending charges just aren't the charges. It's just what it is. What you thought you had isn't what you really had because you're depending on them to keep track of your money for you, and that's not how that's supposed to go. You're the one responsible for keeping track of it, not them, not the software. Even though it's there as a tool to be used, it's great, but it's a reference point. You're the one who has to know what's in that account. Okay, so moving forward, we had workups. That's what we were talking about, and those workups in summation here is just simply don't quit if you go back and get your card. That's all that means. Just know that was nothing but a workup, getting you worked up for the big game, right? So when you decide, all right, I'm going to spend 6 straight months in this underground here, or ghost mode as they call it. Hey, I can do this. I can last the 6 months because now I know how much my work week is. I know how much I'm going to need on the weekend. I know when my breaks are, which we're going to talk about in a minute, and I know when it's over. So now this is going to feel so daunting as this, it's going to feel punishing at first. It is a punishing activity. However, it doesn't last forever. Nothing lasts forever, not even us. Now, moving forward, I have something what I like to call me days. These are the days where you're going to go take care of yourself. These are the days where you are going to get rid of that phone. You're gonna cut everybody. You're just gonna go ghost, essentially, right? Now, of course, for some of us, you have very loving friends and loving family, and you just need to be in contact with them. That's okay too. But still, we are gonna escape to the nearest town. You're gonna either go to poetry night, you're either just gonna watching TV at the hotel is great. I've done that one before. And those movies are the best movies. You have the AC blowing, you're outside by the beach, the door is open, and I mean, hey, you just watch movies and eat some ice cream. But these are the things you're gonna have to do to um, uh, help your mental health during these particular times. I mean, if you need a little noise in your life, if it's too much silence, okay, well, hey, let's go to a concert. Um, uh, uh, go find you some type of rally going on, some type of meeting going on. If you don't like a lot of people, I have those activities. If you like a lot of people, I have those activities too. I I personally don't. Now, a good one would be a massage, even if it's only a foot massage. Go get yourself a massage. Some of us out there, you work, 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 and you will not go get that tension relieved in your body. Go get yourselves a massage, please. And then, last but not least, before you shred the debit card, you need to copy your debit card number in your planner for unplanned but important, let's just say online ordering or surprise bills. Now, me personally, I love Chase Bank. I've been with Chase Bank for a very long time. I don't know if I was supposed to tell you all that, but hey, oh well, you get me, you just get me. But you know, uh, just an overall great bank. However, as we were saying, it's important to copy down that debit card number because again, when you have some unplanned expenses, for example, you need to order some ink for your printer because it you need it for your job. Okay, well, hey, it's there. You need to order you some new running shoes so you can go exercise during this period of time. Go ahead and do it. So go ahead and write that down, and that'll help you for when those bills come. So now you don't have a need to go order the debit card because you already got the number. So what this is going to do is bring focus because now you're not just swiping, 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 but now you are going to be forced to think long and hard about each purchase. Speaking of which, that money that you took out for the weekend, same thing. You might think long and hard before you buy that drink. You might think long and hard before you go out and realize, okay, well, I only needed to go out once this month. I only needed to go out once this week. Okay, when my friend got in the jam and they say, oh, I need $20. This for my good hearts out there, my good hearted people. It's hard for you to say no. You're telling the truth because guess what? I don't have access to my money. So can I get $20? Well, I don't have it. And guess what? You probably don't. But if you do, you can say, well, hey, this is all I have for the weekend and it has to last me. You're not lying to them. It's the truth. They say they'll say, and these are the selfish ones. You got other accounts. I know you got the money. Well, guess what? That's my money. I'm telling you, I can't get any at this moment because guess what? The banks are closed over the weekend, right? The banks are closed. There's nothing for me to do. Well, you got cash up. Well, hey, I don't. Well, it's up to you. I'm closing mine. Now if you have one that's like that and they get you like that, okay, well, all right. Well, at some point you got again, that's for the soft hearts. Because all right, well, I'm not gonna lie about it, but I'm gonna tell you, okay, well, I have it, but I don't need to give it out right now. It's gonna hurt me. And if they keep pushing past that, then that's where you're gonna have to start to question your relationship with them and yourself. You're gonna have to start now being honest or more open and honest, saying, "Hey, man, well, look, there's nothing I could do, or I'm not doing it." Okay, and then last but not least, we have identifying waste and how or if you will cut it. So in this case, mine it was used to be cash withdrawals. In this case, you say, well, all we're doing is cash withdrawals. Well, guess what? I know those were for the weekends and for the work weeks. At least I know where the money went. Now, other than that, when you swiping, withdrawing, you don't know where it's going. You don't know. You'll never keep track of it. Some of us have become addicted to food delivery. My thing is to use Cash App. After you're done using Cash App, delete your debit card up off of it. And then when you need something, you have to put it back on there. And that's how we're gonna do that. That's how we're gonna do that. And this, guys, concludes my lesson on shredding your debit card. And now the fun part, and these are just my inner thoughts. What you'll find when you shred your debit card is that now you have a little bit extra cash to spend, right? You start to become a little bit more, a little bit more disciplined. You start to find. Let me see how I wanted to put this to you. Basically, you start to find some success because now you realize, okay, well, I could use this to do plenty of things. I could use this to increase my investments. I could use this to pay off this car that's been aggravating me. You know, those expenses are going to hold you back. And as I said earlier, you know, in people will say, okay, well, I have extra money now. What do I do? And TD Jakes said something very important in one of his messages where he said, you go back to what's familiar. So if for the past 10 years, you've been broke paycheck to paycheck and debt, stressed out, it's become normal. This has become survival. And anything else that feels different feels weird, feels wrong, feels all type of things. And what he meant by you're gonna go to what's familiar is now that let's just assume your goal was to pay off a credit card bill, right? It was $2,000 and you paid it off. You're just gonna go run it back up. Why? Because there was no follow-up goal, there was no rest period afterwards. Celebration. I didn't put that in there. Celebration. Once you completed the goal, let's go celebrate. Now, I like the way that some of the elders like to put it in the church, and that's um, find a way to have some good, clean fun. There is a such thing as good, clean fun. Now we know that the best fun is not clean. It's not. The best fun is not clean. It's very dirty, but it also equally comes with those problems just as big as they are. So if the fun is, let's just say, some dirty fun and it's the best fun, well, you're gonna also get the best headache with it as well. Yeah, you were able to, catch you a person last night, right? But now the next day you're worried about particular diseases or pregnancies or um, test of your faith to your spouse, whatever the case may be, So that's why I say, hey, go find some good clean fun. Is it gonna be as exhilarating? No, it's not. But guess what? You'll live. You'll live. That I promise. And the next day you won't be worried about, what were you doing in that 26,000 pound vehicle, drinking and driving. You won't be worried about a lot of things. You won't even be worried about getting pulled over. But celebrate, find yourself some good, clean fun, get yourself some rest. So the key word here is to reset and I'm writing this down and reorient. When you do these things, what happens is now you can start working on the next goal. So you need to have the next goal lined up. Remember this: goals change, plans change. So our key takeaways today are shred the debit card, let's see here. We want to set the mission. We want to, what else we had here? We want to take breaks. And last but not least, copy down our debit card number in our planner for the unplanned but necessary expenses. I pray you all got something from from these episodes tonight, and have a good day.